That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possible. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, December 8th goes to Anaya Peterson. She is a law student and mom of 5 who decided to tattoo her eyeballs blue and purple. I know. I came in hot, okay? It's the world we live in, 2022 going into 2023. I don't know how we got here, but I'm telling you, social media is to blame. I just know it. See, this lady was inspired by Amber Luke. Let the record show I have no idea who Amber Luke is, had no idea who she was before this story, but apparently she's an Australian model who got her eyeballs inked blue in 2019, and then she went temporarily blind for 3 weeks, okay? Now, this is what I don't understand about the species that we call nigger sapiens, okay? I'm trying not to say that word, so I'm saying the scientific term, okay? The scientific term is nigger sapiens. How come nigger sapiens don't learn from the mistakes of others? Okay, I understand this woman, Amber Luke, is an influencer, but influence works both ways. You can be influenced to do smart things, and you can be influenced to do dumb things. In this case, Anaya was influenced to do something dumb. But the reality is she shouldn't have been, because Amber did that, so you don't have to go through that, Anaya, okay? You saw that Amber temporarily went blind for 3 weeks, but yet you still thought going to get your eyeballs tatted blue and purple would be a good thing. Now, let the record show Anaya is 32, and she also has a tongue split and face tats, so she's into this kind of stuff, clearly. But what bothers me the most about this story is Anaya seems to be a glutton for punishment. See, Anaya got her right eyeball tatted blue in July of 2020, and despite dealing with headaches and dry eyes as part of the healing process, she decided to get her left eye dyed purple in December of the same year. She went months without complications, but she woke up in August with swollen eyelids. Please do yourself a favor and go Google these pictures, okay? You have to see the pictures. She looks like she had an allergic reaction to everything. I mean everything. Pollen, insect bites, shellfish. I mean, she looks a lot like a float at the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. Now, the swelling continued to get worse and worse, and just when she started to look like Martin Lawrence after he fought Tommy Hearns, she checked herself into the hospital A&E ward because the prescribed antibiotics she was on did nothing to reduce the severe inflammation. Now, what makes this situation even worse is that one of her kids, a 7-year-old named India, told her not to do it because she would go blind. Come on, man. Anaya, listen to me. God was speaking through your 7-year-old, okay? 7 being the divine number of God. God was speaking through your 7-year-old, and you didn't listen. This is why a not-so-wise man who's now a Nazi once said, listen to the kids, bro. Okay, I promise you I listen to my children. We should listen to our children because children are still pure, all right? They just got here, so they still closer to God, okay? Life hasn't jaded them like it's jaded our old asses, all right? They still connected to that spirit. So if your kids tell you something, you should listen. But Anaya, as I read more on this story, I realize you don't listen to nobody, all right? You don't even listen to the inner voice in your head, which is also God talking a lot of the times. God just not loud, okay? She whispers, and she don't repeat herself. So I'm sure God told your silly ass not to get your eyeballs tattooed. But you didn't listen. And God only said it once in a whisper and didn't repeat herself. Then she spoke to your child. You didn't listen. And then that other voice got louder and louder in your head. And you thought that's the voice you should listen to because that voice is loud and repeats itself like the good brother Dr. Umar. Donations, donations, donations. Tattoo, tattoo, tattoo. Your eyeball, that is. Do you know Anaya told the Daily Mail that she was just going to get one eye tatted at first? Because in her words, I thought that if I go blind, at least I've got the other eye. I should have stuck with that. Nigger sapien, no. Okay? I'm not trying to give up nothing God gave me. You willing to sacrifice an eye for cosmetic reasons? You know how many blind people out here it is who wish they had one good eye to see? Do you know how many people out here who have one good eye who wish they had both eyes so they could have a pair of eyes? But you was willing to risk going blind in one eye just to get your eyeballs tatted? Oh. Well, ask for it and you shall receive. Anaya, why would I ever want you to be my lawyer when these are the kind of decisions you are making? Why? Not to mention, she says, if I could go back in time, I would have done one black tat on my eyeball and left it. No, Anaya, no. If you could do it all over again, you shouldn't want to do it at all. Okay, Anaya says she tells her daughter not to care about the opinions of other people. She says she tells her daughter not to care about the opinions of someone else because they're just ordinary people like you. But no, Anaya, no. You should care about other people's opinions, especially if people are saying, in my opinion, you should not get your eyeballs tattooed because you could go blind. Please give Anaya Peterson the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
I hope it's only temporary.
I wonder what makes people wake up and say, I want to tattoo my eyeball.
Well, in this case, it was this influencer, Amber Luke. So, once again, I'm telling you, social media is to blame, man. Social media is ruining our cognitive abilities. We don't even realize it.
I just think it's just stupid people.
Well, that's what Donkey of the Day is for, to give stupid people the credit they deserve for being stupid.
All right. Well, up next, Ask CNE. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call us right now. All right. Now, whether it's a problem in a relationship, maybe a man is doing something that you don't like, maybe a girl is doing something that you don't like, maybe you just need some help figuring it out and you don't want to call a friend or a family member, we're your friends. So call us, 800-585-1051. Ask C&E. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.